All right, guys, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. It is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Welcome to our channel. It's Tuesday, September 28th, 2021. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, little white logo. Click on that. Subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. And like our videos. Comment your questions. Really do appreciate it as always. I just got to see where we're at in terms of subscribers. So we're trying to get to 8,000. Let me check that real quick. I should have done this before. My apologies. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Cowboys won last night. It's a good night. Definitely a good night and a good morning. Victory Tuesday. Definitely. Let's see. Come on. How many followers? How many subs do we have? YouTube channel dashboard. We now have 7,940 subscribers. We need 60 more. Let's see if we can get to 8,000. My goal is 10,000 by the end of the year. I know it's a hell of a goal, but hey, appreciate you guys following us. We love it. We love it. Thank you again. Okay, let's talk about the market. Dow Futures are down 165. Nasdaq's down 224, down nearly 1.5%. S&P Futures broke below 4,400, down 0.83%. Russell 2000 is at 2265, down about 0.5%. Crude oil is up 0.61% at 75.90 a barrel. Gold futures are down 1.11%, 17.32 an ounce. 22.27 for silver futures, down 1.85% an ounce. Euro dollar down 15 pips, 116.80 for my forex people. 111.58, up 58 pips for the dollar yen. So the dollar's getting some bids. The dollar is up 0.35% at 93.71. Bond yields extremely important. Now above 1.5% at 1.536%. The next target is 1.594. Once we get around there, we should be able to kind of go sideways for a little bit. But the next level up is 1.7% and then 1.765, which could tap. So again, I like the banks. Banks are up pre-market, even with this price action. Oil's up, as well as the refiners. We'll go over that, some of the pre-market names as well. Ethereum is down 3%, 29.21 on the future side. 41,985 for 42,000 for Bitcoin futures. Again, no real big news. Same old, buy and hold. I know, boring. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the S&P map pre-market. This is courtesy of Finviz. Let's see, again, a lot of red on tech. We know that. Ford is up pre-market, up 3%, again, with their talks of expanding their factories to make more electric vehicles. That's a great sign. Tesla's down 1% pre-market after their big boost yesterday. Energy, you can see energy sector is up. Some of the financials, Bank of America, Citi, Wells Fargo is red. JP Morgan is slightly red. Some of the healthcare, kind of a mixed bag here. So again, a lot of the red you could see is really on your top left. That's all technology, communication services, consumer cyclicals, which the largest consumer cyclicals are Tesla and Amazon, which are tech companies. Nvidia is down pretty substantially today, down 2.5%. Still a great company, don't get me wrong, but again, yields are a problem for growth, obviously, especially with those that are short-term cash flow problems because they need to borrow. If yields are up, that means borrowing costs go up. So again, this doesn't really affect an Apple or a Microsoft for the most part, or a Google or an Amazon, but again, they get lumped in together in tech. They're the biggest part of the Qs, big part of S&P, mind you. So again, yields are important, but again, the speed, the velocity of yields. If yields do jump, like today they jumped, I want to say, how many basis, like 57 basis points. Again, that's a pretty big jump. So again, tech is not going to like that. Again, it's about the velocity. Again, a big spike in yields does help value stocks. Again, industrials, banks, energy, those names, materials, sure. But again, it really hurts tech and growth if yields do soar that quickly. Again, so we're going to probably be nearing resistance here around 1594, 1.594 on the yields. I expect that to kind of go sideways for a little bit, which is fine. If anything, 1.6, then kind of hover for a little bit. But that's where we are. A lot of this is debt ceiling stuff. Again, well, I already tell it's not a big deal to me. Senate Republicans and Senate Democrats can't really come together on a reconciliation bill to extend the debt ceiling or what have you. So I don't think the United States, excuse me, will default on anything. I highly doubt that. The last time we had some issue in terms of the debt ceiling was in 2011. Yeah, market came down a little bit on that. We had our credit rating lowered to AA by S&P, but again, we came out of that fine. We had another, I don't know, 9 years of a bull market. Not bad. So again, I wouldn't put too much emphasis on the debt ceiling. They'll get a deal done. I highly doubt the government will be shut down for too long if that's the case. So again, a lot of it is just yield velocity here, a lot of rotation out of tech into banks, into energy as oil goes up. So that's kind of what I'm seeing this morning for the most part. Let's take a look at some pre-market movers. Naked Brand, again, it's third day I've been seeing them up 2%. Ford is up 3%. Other than these, I don't know. Dow Jones, Chevron's up pre-market. JP Morgan is green. The rest, Apple, Microsoft, Intel, red, down more than 1%. Boeing up down 1%. You would think industrials would be up, but Boeing's kind of wonky sometimes. Nike's red. Salesforce down 1.67%. S&P, Occidental Petroleum, green. Bank of America, green. ExxonMobil, green. Ford with some good headlines. So again, energy and banks. I have Goldman Sachs calls. I have ExxonMobil calls, excuse me. ExxonMobil calls are actually near the money. So that's pretty good. But for the most part, that's what we're seeing. So again, a little bit of rotation here. I wouldn't put too much of a fear factor into it or too much issue into it. It's just the reality where we are. Again, yield velocity is the key here. I think we'll bounce. I'm not expecting too much in terms of today. Not a lot of economic data. We have a 7-year bond auction results coming out today. And then the Case-Shiller home report. I can get that for you. Here's the report. I just retweeted it for you guys from Live Squawk. Again, guys, if you like market commentary, if you like the news, you need to check out our Twitter page at G.A.R Capital, just for the fact that Instagram doesn't really put stuff in order. So you don't see our stuff first unless you turn in notifications. So the U.S. July Case-Shiller House Price Index was up 1.5% versus 1.7% expected. The housing market is definitely on fire. That's I don't think anyone can dispute that. So how high will prices go? It's really based on supply and demand. Low rates do help, but we're starting to get rates to creep a little higher. So if you're planning to refinance your home or buy a home, now's the time to do it because rates are going to continue to go up. Good morning. Good morning. Let's answer some questions. Yeah, we talked about Ford. E.T. I don't like that movie, but E.T. Yeah. ET's energy transfer. Again, anything energy right now, anything crude is going to start moving. So ET, again, I don't know if they have any options, but $10 is your 100-day moving average. I'd wait for that break. If it does break, then I'd probably target $10.50 calls if that's the case. But if you're long the stock, I would say just hold it. Anything energy right now is going to do pretty solid. GS and let's say support for Qs. Let's go ahead and expand this cell and answer these questions. Let's see. Let's go on the daily. On the daily, again, we're right around 365, so we're right around here. Your support is right around 360 on Qs. That was the low that we tapped last week on Monday, so that's where we are. Next is GS and BABA. Again, I have GS calls. GS right now is trading at $400. The target is 404.61. That's your next resistance. I have the 405 calls. It looks pretty solid. It's above the 50-day moving average on the daily. Alibaba, again, nice little bounce yesterday. It is up pre-market as well, not around 152. A break of 153.17 would be nice on the daily. Again, I'm holding the stock. Nothing has really changed. If we start taking a look at Alibaba here, you need to get above 155.38 if you're looking for, or 88 if you're looking for some upside calls. That's still 200. I would target the 160 calls on Alibaba if we continue higher, but you need to break 155.88, which is your 200-day average on the hourly. Let's see the support for Shopify. Shopify on the daily, let's see it. Right now it's that 100-day moving average around 14.13. If you were looking to buy the stock, I'd wait for around 13.02. Do you delete and re-add every ticker for futures when the time frame expires, or is there an auto renewal option? Mine just renews on my screen. I don't know if it's an option, but it always changes the contract right away. So not sure. Good morning, Roy. Still holding Square? Yes, we are holding Square. Nothing has changed there. Morning, any stocks would you like to add this morning? Not really. I mean, to buy stocks here, we don't have enough of a dip. This is a very small dip, if anything. So no, we want something, a nice discount before we do any shopping. Microsoft price to add. Microsoft price to add on the daily, really around 260. 280 wouldn't be bad, but 260 is my call. Again, I already own shares, so it's not a big deal. Let's see, S&P going back down. I mean, S&P is red, don't get me wrong, but going back down, I mean, we're right below the 50-day again. 43.36 seems to be that is support here on the 100-day moving average. I don't think we get there. If we do, we'll probably bounce back anyways. It could be a double bottom. But right now, guys, it just yields. VIX is up. It's at 20.87. Anything below 20 is still solid. So, well, 87 cents above that, not a huge deal. Will an increase the debt ceiling be good for the economy? Will it hurt bond yields? Enlighten me how the debt affects stock, please. The main thing is that debt is just the reality of life. Again, I think a lot of people think government debt with the United States is like our household debt. It's not the same. So you got to understand that inflation is important in the market, in our economy, because we pay off our debt with our own money that we print. So technically speaking, we cannot be in debt because we could just print more in a weird way. And 85% of the debt that is owed is really to us. We're just borrowing from ourselves, meaning the United States government and the United States citizens. A lot of people think like China owns like half our debt. They don't. Actually, the biggest debt holders that is foreign is Japan. And that's a fact. It's not China, it's not Russia, it's Japan. So the main thing is that we kind of need some inflation. I know a lot of people don't like that because technology is inherently deflationary. And plus, with more inflation, we get to pay off the debt cheaper with cheaper money that we make. Weird, I know, but that's really modern money mechanics. We can't run out of money. It doesn't work that way. The best analogy I can give you guys, have you ever played Monopoly? If you guys ever played Monopoly, I love that game. The bank cannot run out of money. It just can't. Let's say you have 4 players who are beast mode, have hotels, blah, blah, blah. And you run out of physical cash on Monopoly. They literally say on the box that you can make little paper notes. That's the Fed. So again, they can print to their heart's delight. We're still the world's reserve currency. Gold is priced in dollars. Bitcoin's priced in dollars. Oil's priced in dollars. You name it, we got it. So again, it's more of a printing thing just to pay off the debt. The problem is that we can't pay our bills, the government, until Congress approves, which is really the House. The House handles all money issues, but it still needs to be approved by the Senate. This is the Constitution. This is two houses of Congress. This is called the separation of powers. The founding fathers knew what the hell they were doing. But again, guys, this is all political dancing at the end of the day. Republicans want to look like they're fiscally conservative. Democrats want to look like, hey, we're spending for you. It's back and forth, back and forth. It's not a political statement. It's just a reality. I think, it's more of a pissing contest. They'll figure out something, and then it'll all be good. Again, just pick your headline. It's usually this: blank, in spite of the market goes down, blank because the market is up. You just throw your headline there on the Wall Street Journal and you're good. Is volume in OI really smart money flowing? Can you explain OI? OI, guys, is just supply of contracts being offered. That's just the supply. Volume is the amount traded. That's what you want to look for. Let's take a look at Zoom. Zoom right now is right at support, so if you're looking to buy shares, this is probably a good spot. Roku got price upgraded. I like Roku a lot. Again, I'm waiting for a break of around 340.03, probably for some upside calls. But until then, I'm waiting for 290 to buy some more. Good morning, Carl's coming in a little bit late. Do you think AMD recoups today? AMD, I like it. Don't get me wrong. It is down about $1.20. Again, with the NASDAQ being down about 1%, I think AMD will be fine. Again, as long as it holds that 104.81 50-day moving average on the daily, I think it's going to be fine. I'm waiting for 111.58. You're welcome, Colin. Is PSA a good stock to buy right now? It's kind of difficult to state because I'd have to do a deep dive in their financials. It's not as simple as looking at a chart, especially to buy a stock. Public storage, I believe, does provide interest. I would wait for possibly 272, but I'd have to do a little more of a deep dive in the fundamentals on a company like PSA because I have never really researched it. Thoughts on UMC? United Mobile Electronic, I've never heard of this name. Another name that I have to do a little more deep dive. $11.90 currently. It's down slightly. If you're looking to buy the stock, maybe around 10.11. Again, I can't recommend something I've never heard of. So again, I'm just going by the chart. $10.96 seems about right, around that $10 level. So if you want to buy shares and add more. Again, I want to add when it's down. That's my thing. I want a discount. I don't want to buy when it's up. BA. On the 5th, I'm looking at the daily here, rejected that 200-day moving average. right around 229.50 to 222.89. So kind of sideways action, kind of a downward trend here you could see on the daily. Again, I own shares, not a big deal. I like Boeing long term, but to trade it, I just would wait here. It looks a little too choppy for my taste. So I think there's better opportunities out there. Thoughts on Nvidia? Nvidia is a great company to own long term, one of my favorites. I own it, I love it. Looking at the daily, if I wanted to add, sub 200 seems about right. I would love 150, but sub 200 seems about a nice price to start nibbling a little more on some Nvidia. It's a good company. And all right, so I guess that's it. Road to a Billion says Airbnb. Sorry, I skipped him. Airbnb is actually breaking out on that daily. Again, the next level to the upside is right around 182.31. I think Airbnb is a great company long term. I think that once everyone starts traveling again, once COVID is kind of eradicated, or to the sense that we kind of get used to it, then I think Airbnb just test highs of 219. If I was a real estate investor, I would probably start looking into buying some property. I hate real estate, to be honest with you. So to do some Airbnb stuff, that'd be kind of cool. But as of right now, no, I'm more into stocks, obviously. But I own Airbnb, and I think it's a great company. A break of 182, it starts really getting interesting. You start targeting 200 to the 195 to 200 level. So I think Airbnb is on the move. You can see this base breakout here on the daily, right around 182.59 is your target. Let's see if we break it. Let's go ahead and place an alert there just for fun and see if we can maybe get some action there. And Fastly, FSLY. Fastly, again, downward trend on the daily. Doesn't look that great. I guess a level of 40 for support would be decent. But other than that, I mean, maybe wait for a little more of a downtrend if you're looking to buy some more. Sub 40, it starts getting really good. Maybe 25, you can get a little lower. This was a $136 stock before. So again, I'd have to do a deep dive into their financials. I don't know much about Fastly. I'd have to research. But again, you're starting to get to the price on Fastly where it starts getting interesting and a little compelling. And we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. I got to get in touch with the YouTube Premium guys. It's live trading. We'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your day. How about them Cowboys last night? Great win. I'm so proud of them. 2-1, top of the division. Got some Champions League tonight. I think United plays tomorrow on Champions League. So, again, soccer and football, what could be better? I love the fall. We'll leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you guys later. Also, if you enjoyed the Ask Me Anything thing we had on Instagram yesterday, it was really fun to do. Leave a comment below. Maybe we could do some more. The Ask Me Anything, it's really cool because I actually get time to answer, unlike Instagram Live. I can actually type it, which is really dope. All right, guys, have a good one. Enjoy your Tuesday.